Hi guys and girls, welcome back to my channel and welcome to episode 7 of Build the Terminator.
The Terminator, week by week, built the T-800, the killing machine that defined a generation. Easy to build with high-quality metal components. You can control sound, lights, articulated limbs, and LED eyes, and explore the Terminator universe. Build the Terminator, issue 1, just $1.99.
So welcome back and thanks for tuning back in for episode 7 of Build the Terminator. Hope you guys are enjoying the heat. I know it's really hot in the south at the moment, absolutely boiling. I did have my fan on, but obviously it's so loud I can't play in the video, so I'm currently dying whilst filming this. But anyway, so today's issue we're going to be just doing, it's going to be quite a short video again, not too much to do, really quite simple. It's the components of the upper arm again, and also the head motor. So just a few bits to do, not too much, should be very easy, and then we can get cracking onto 8, 9 and 10. So without further ado, let's get started. So for today's issue, we need just a few bits. So starting from the top, we've got all the upper arm components here. So 7.1, 7.2, 7.3 and 7.4. And then just below here you've got the head component parts, or head motor joint should I say. And lastly you've also got 5 screws, which are 2x6mm PM screws. Sorry, PB screws. We only actually need 4. They've given us a spare as always. You also need some super glue in the cocktail stick, a suitable cross-point screwdriver, and lastly the completed arm from issue 4. So not too much. Obviously these parts here will be connecting onto the top of the upper arm, and obviously these sections will be used for a later issue of the head motor. So let's get started. Okay, so for steps 1 to 4, first of all we're going to take this little black part here, and you'll see from here we have to just align it with the holes. So it says to super glue those parts, so I'm just going to use the cocktail stick and put a little bit of glue on it. Obviously I don't want to cake it on, just put just enough just to hold it into place onto each individual little hole. That should do it. Once you're happy with that, place it in and just apply some pressure for a second or two just to allow it to grip and to stick. That should do it. Okay, so that's steps 1 to 3 done. Now we're going to move on to step 4 and 5. So taking the completed arm, you'll see on here there are some holes, and we need to attach this section here to here. So there'll be the pins will fit in nicely within there. So just test that there it fits in nicely, which it does. And once that's done, we can apply the glue to the holes and put the pins in and obviously stick it there. So I'm just going to glue that now. So again, you don't need to go crazy with the glue. Just apply enough that you know will secure it, like so. Try not to get it on the other part of the metal of the arm. A little bit more, that should do. Okay, so I'm just going to attach this section here now and just hold that down for a few seconds. Just going to tilt it upside down, see if it holds. Yep, so that's fine. So that's that section complete. Now we can move on to steps 7 to 10. Okay, so for the final part of the upper arm, again very simple stages here, not much to do. You'll see here that there's 2 little pins just move that a little bit closer, tilt it. So these two pins here, we're going to be screwing in 2 PB screws. So it wasn't 4, sorry, my mistake. It's 2 screws we need, and attaching this part here, which is 7/3, to that. So I'm just gonna test it out, see if it fits on nicely. So just gonna align the holes. Yep, so that's on there nicely, as you can see. I'm just gonna apply and screw the PB screws in now. My favourite part of the tiny little screws. Let's pop that one in, screw it slightly just to secure it. Okay, let's grab the other screw. And remember, these are the 2x6mm screws, PB. Okay, that's the other one. I'll just screw that in as well. Try not to tighten it too tight, just enough so you can feel some resistance. And there you go. So that is that stage complete, and we can now move on to the final section for the head motor joints. So for the final stages of this build, we have steps 11 to 13 with the 2 head motor joints. So what we're going to do, we're going to take 7/5 here and just spin that round, because you want to make sure that these 2 parts here, if you can see these little bumps, they are facing inwards, and the where are we, 7/6 is attached on the other side. So we're just going to line that up, and then for this part we need 2 of the PB screws again, the 2x6mm ones, and we're just going to screw those in, if I don't lose them. So I'm just going to get one in first. Okay, so we have one in, I'm just going to secure the other one. The first one has partially been screwed in just to keep it secure and stop moving. This is certainly not easy when you have very hot, clammy hands. There you have it. That section was actually a lot more fiddly than I thought it'd be, probably because I'm really hot, so my hands are slippery. But there you go. That is the head motor joint complete. So just to summarise on today's issue, we've obviously done one part of the upper arm, we've done a section for the head motor joint, and lastly we've also attached a new component for the upper arm in here as well. Sadly you can't see the inner part here of the plastic. It's quite a nice detailing. See the spiral effect, but nonetheless it's still nice. So there you go, that is it, complete. So that's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, remember to give it a like, and if you haven't already, subscribe. I do really appreciate the fact that I'm getting new followers. I hope you like my content. I have also just posted something new related to bodybuilding, the Mr. Olympia in September. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, or perhaps you don't know about it and you know you're inquisitive, take a look, and I give a little rundown and review of the current athletes within the industry and the ones competing soon. But anyway, back to the Terminator. So for next week's episode, which is episode 8, we're going to be assembling the right palm, and also making a new thumb to go on that palm. And then also, if you remember a few weeks ago I made the finger, we'll also be attaching that to that. So that's pretty cool. Here's the palm, and there's the thumb, and obviously I'll be attaching the first finger as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that comes out. You know, a claw, a first hand and claw essentially, and obviously the fact that you can articulate the fingers is going to look very cool. So that's all for today. Have a good week ahead, guys, and I'll see you soon for episode 8.